My light bar is better than yours.
I don't think so. I think mine's better than yours.
No, it's not.
No.
Hey, welcome back, guys.
Welcome back, guys.
What have you been up to?
My goodness, I've been busy and struggling in some aspects and succeeding in others. Just been working on a lot of RC stuff. Of course, we're getting into some. Well, we've had some pretty nice weather, but the seasons are changing here where we are, and oftentimes that equates to some awesome build time indoors, because the weather outdoors tends to get a little nasty at times. So
yeah, it's kind of wet and raining over here right now, but there's a lot of good stuff going on.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Yeah. Like light bars.
Yeah. These I show up today and these awesome light bars all done up. These were, I think you were using these on the Twin Hammer a lot.
The same kind of guts. Yeah.
Yeah. Really nice piece.
I made up a couple of these light bars years ago for the Dingo build. You've seen them on the link below. But basically, we've been making these. GCM's been making these and sending them out for like promo stuff for prize packs and things like that. But we're actually going to start carrying these in the store. So link below for these. That's one of the new things that happened at the GCM store, anyway.
Yeah, and you know what? They're like a really nice, well-designed, sort of strong piece.
Oh yeah, super tough.
Low profile. You can put those anywhere, You can sort of put them underneath your chassis if you want it, or out front, or up top. Nice unit.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I'm doing a couple of weird things these days when it comes to sort of traveling with my trucks.
Okay.
I keep finding that when I try to go out to drive a truck, I also have to bring a couple of tools. Mm-hmm. I have to bring, maybe spare parts, batteries, a water bottle, stuff like that. And I just found that I needed some way to carry all that stuff. And I went to Value Village, it's like the Salvation Army secondhand thing, and I found this computer bag.
Yeah.
That has wheels.
Yeah.
And backpack straps at the same time, and I can put my Jeep right inside the back of it. Like, it has a big enough compartment for my Jeep and for my carrying case, which is full of tools and spare parts. And this actually slides right into my backpack as well with the Jeep, and it's not very heavy, and I can carry it all on my back and still use my transmitter. And it's so I kind of invented this new little travel thing.
Nice.
It's really fun, actually, to go out and know that you have all your stuff.
Well, it's so important too, because we've experienced some of these G6 concept events, and being able to transport spare parts, batteries, even transport your vehicle if it breaks down, or get to the site. You don't realize how important it becomes to have those types of things with you, and if you can package it all up in a nice little travel setup, then away you go.
Yeah, so I've been having fun trying to get this, figure out what I need to put in my spare parts bucket and my spare tools, and so, and I've been out with the community. We keep talking about get out with your community and do some crawling and stuff, and so I've actually done that quite a bit in the last few weeks, because we went to Renault Brothers RC, Renault Boys RC, link below, and I was also out at Lustville Falls there. You remember that invitation?
Yep.
And met up with a couple guys there with the Tank, and he's got a channel that link below. We did a video review on his hot rod. And stuff. So an
interesting piece. That
really
one,
interesting build. Yeah, I think the guy's really creative. There's really cool thought put into that.
For sure.
And I needed to travel with my trucks and stuff, so I just started, trying to figure that out. It's kind of neat.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
You guys probably have ideas on how you're traveling too, so post them below, because you got your ideas, give us ideas, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's actually a good point too, because I have yet to really, I kind of rely on you for these types of tools and traveling and so on and so forth. So yeah, if you've got any good ideas or good locations where we could pick up these types of things, that would be great.
Your backpack idea got me started on.
Yeah, I guess you would borrowed a backpack. That I had, and
I've been trying to find one that's the exact size for my Jeep.
Right.
So I can drive one, and keep a spare in my backpack in case we get way down the trail somewhere and I bust or run out of batteries for it or whatever. So
yeah, these locations are never right off the highway, right beside your car. They're always somewhere
Not
deep in
too
the
often.
forest, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Speaking of indoor projects, it looks like you've been doing some work here too, eh?
Yeah, I have. Well, I'm working on. I started to build the Tamiya MO6R, and this piece is an absolute jewel.
Wow.
It is so nice.
Yeah, I'm really impressed.
It is, of course, you've got this sort of anodized silver-looking chassis and components. I think this is unique to the MO6R version. Tamiya went to more of a red anodized look rather than a traditional blue.
I like it.
Really, really nice put together. So MO6R, we've got rear wheel drive.
Yeah.
You've got the top of the line shocks on this specific model. Amazing sort of steering geometry that they came up with. It was a really nice build. I really enjoyed building this. Of course, this is a match for our basement series we have. It's the same sort of mini series scale that we're looking for. So I put this chassis together. It's got some good componentry. Of course, I use a lot of the Hobby King batteries. I've got the Bluebird high-speed servo, and then just
those are great.
Yeah, and just a couple of stock components. But that's it. It's a really nice build. This is what I'm working on. It will morph into or become a. This is an ABC body.
Super nice.
Super nice. It is the Datsun Sunny Coupe as I know it, and it's going to be a really, really nice build. So this is what I'm building for this winter's basement series. Of course, we had mentioned this in an interior build.
Yep.
So we're going to be building. This is going to be my interior. Of course, this is just a blueprint. This is going to be fully decked out, fully detailed out.
That's a Tamiya one?
That's the Tamiya one, yeah.
Really nice.
So, and it's going to mimic the K10, C10 Claude that I have. It's going to have that sort of livery to it. They're going to be a pair, I hope, to have a trailer for these two.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm working on. I was lucky enough, thanks Chris, on the C10, K10, I have some original vintage stickers, the Bell Ray stickers, and I needed to get another set. I couldn't find a set of, well, I can find a set of vintage stickers on eBay, but you're going to pay $140 for the kit. So this is the specific one I was looking for to match the K10. So those being the vintage Bell Rays stickers, I needed another set. Got onto eBay for a set of reproductions, fairly inexpensive, thank you eBay. Yeah. And these Bell Ray stickers really turned out to be quite nice.
They are.
So I'm happy with that. So this combination of stickers and so on will end up on this here, and then perhaps a trailer, and away we go. So that's one of the projects I've been working on this so far, and this will carry me through the winter and the basement series. So I'm looking forward to that.
So am I.
Yeah.
I want to see this thing go.
Yeah, it'll be nice. It'll be nice.
And the new lid will be nice too.
Yep, for sure. It's amazing how much time this takes, though. You know, like.
Oh, does it ever?
Yeah. So that's one of the projects I'm working on, and I've been quite pleased with the build and having lots of fun with it.
It's clean room stuff, though, eh? I mean, you can build a new kit while you're watching a hockey game or football or something, and you can. It's not messy.
No.
You know, you don't have to cut and grind and paint and stuff, and you can do a little bit of that outside and do the rest of the build in the house or whatever.
Yeah, I will admit that a lot of these builds end up on the coffee table in front of the TV.
Yeah, sure.
But it, like you said, it's clean, it's enjoyable, and you know, sort of, you can sit there and be in the household and sort of associate with the girlfriend or the wife or what have you while you're doing the RC stuff. So it's not so bad.
Yeah, and in my case, the kids want to get involved and build something at the same time, and
sure, of course.
You know, they want to fiddle with something at the same time. So they're doing that too, and it's really fun. It's fun inside work.
Yeah, inside work.
Yeah.
Because of these builds, I've ordered a few things online, including the stickers you just saw.
Yeah.
I will say this though, I'm really pleased with Crawler Concepts. They have shipped me some incredible license plates. So because this particular body is a Sunny Coupe, Datsun as it's called, I ordered from Crawler Concepts some incredible 1/12 scaled Sunny license plates. So
awesome.
we're in Ontario here, of course. This is our look, our feel of the license plates, and I asked her, Rob and Michelle, to put on Sunny, and this is what they came up with, and I'm telling you,
they're nice, eh?
What a difference.
Link below for Crawler Concepts.
Yeah, like if you want scale license plates, and these are aluminum. I don't know what gauge that is, but that's a fairly decent sized gauge of aluminum with then the, I guess it's some sort of printed vinyl detailed reflective sticker over top of that with the hardware, and the hardware is not just a Phillips head. The hardware is like a scale hardware that they've added with this. Really nice addition.
It is. And you got them done on the Claude here too, eh?
Yeah, just got them done on the Claude, and we were talking about Bell Ray motif or livery. There is a set of Ontario truck plates with the Bell Ray personalized plate, and I'm telling you, I could not be more pleased with that. And they do it doesn't have to be an Ontario license plate. They do everyone's license plate. They can do whatever you want, however you want. And they really turn out a good product. So I was really pleased with that. So yeah, I've been ordering a few things online and through the RC community, and I've been pretty pleased with what I've been getting. Just to add on to what I'm working on.
Oh, I love the license plates. I got one on my big blue Ford up here.
Yeah.
And I put them on the skeleton Jeep for the Class 2 this year.
Yeah.
And I think it's a fantastic addition to your scale look. Scale, and you get points for that from Sorka.
Oh yeah, that's right. Of course, yeah, of course you do.
Yeah.
So
why not?
Yeah, why not? And you know, it really sets it off. We've always talked about the little things that really sort of add up to how scale these things can be, and if you go to this extent, it really sort of makes these things look really amazing.
It does.
Yeah, really pleased.
Yep. Now you're working on some air stuff too, aren't you?
I'm working on the Claude with trying to create an exhaust system, and I've had some success and some failures, and that's part of the joy and frustration at times with this hobby.
So you're talking about like exhaust that makes smoke.
Correct. And I have to say this, when we were at East Coast Scale Challenge,
link below.
I'm that guy, SPG, Scale Builders Guild, created an incredible Hilux with an exhaust note coming out, or an exhaust look to it. And he created that. There's a full sort of thread of that build. And I borrowed that idea from him, and he managed to do it in such a way that it looks so scale, so awesome.
It was cool.
It was really cool. And
the exhaust is puffing out there while he's trying to get up the hill.
Yeah, just like, you know, so I've been trying to mimic that. I will thank my father. He's heavy into trains. You wonder where I get this bug from. But he's heavy into trains, and he had a couple of smoker units that I am trying to use. These are little tiny train smoker units.
Cool.
That I'm trying to then use for an exhaust. And I'm getting there. Neat. I'm getting there. But yeah, I'm still trying to map it out, manage it, figure it out, make it work. I got close. However, with any of this, you learn as you go, and one particular unit had a thermal cutoff switch and it was cutting off after 30 seconds. And so, you know, here I am struggling but having fun, just trying to make this work, and I'll get there and it'll all look good and we'll get to there at some point. So
that's
yeah,
awesome.
that's another project I've been working on. And
that's a super scale edition though.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, it's really kind of next level.
I think so, and I haven't seen many people doing that. And with Matt, or I'm that guy's idea, it really sort of said, okay, I need to do something like that. And like you said, not a lot of people are doing it, and so I'm trying to do it. So we'll see how it goes.
I should try to put that together on my big Ford too.
You should.
I think it's the coolest idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, like you said, it's the next level stuff, right?
Yeah.
And you know, we've gotten to the point where these builds have gone together, and we've had them in our hands for so long that, you know, you start thinking, okay, what else can I do? And this is obviously something I'm trying to do.
Speaking of what else can I do, this is the lid for the. Does this come out?
Yeah, it'll come right off. Yep. Just pull it straight up. Yep.
This is the lid for the box that he built in the back of the bed. This is like just a crated, you know, wooden box kind of thing. I mean, look at the lid. It's like weathered and, oh man.
This might come out too.
Oh, let me get the wire out of there.
Yeah, it's just the plug. Yeah, so, you know, what I had to do with that is I had to hide the smoker unit. And, you know, how do you hide the smoker unit so that it's not sitting there out in the front? So I had to create a little crate. And I mimicked it like if it was a crate motor that was in there. And, you know, this truck is kind of like a speedway, speed shop truck, work truck. So I thought, well, you know, maybe he's got a crate motor in the back of it. And so that's the little box that I created to fit or to hide the smoker unit.
So awesome looking too.
Yeah.
Like really, really awesome looking. Yeah. I love this thing.
So that's got, the smoker unit's got to fit in there. All the plumbing's got to fit in there for it to work. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I'll get it done in a reasonable amount of time, and we can have a look at it at some point.
Boy, this is so super nice.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I've been working on. To that end, if you guys want to comment or talk about what you're working on, we love to hear what you guys are working on.
Oh yeah, we love it.
You know, send pics, send comments, whatever. I'm always interested to see what's going out there, what you guys are doing. If you have any suggestions or comments, feel free.
What about those little scale accessories you found there at the antique shop?
Yeah, so of course going around, looking at different things, going to antique shops, and we talked about going to dollar stores and stuff. I found little tiny Coke bottles. You can see them right there. Little tiny Coke bottles, and I found a little stool. Yeah, so just doing in my travels, I found this really nice little antique shop that had all these kind of scale looking products that we can use for our size. And so, you know, this is what I found, this is what I'm doing, and yeah, it's been going well.
I like it.
Thanks. You've got a couple of leaf springs. What have you been up to?
Yeah, I'm working on I'm trying to decide how to get a really steady supply of leaf springs. Like, this is the size that's larger. This is the size that Tamiya's using on their F350 size. And then there's the shorter leaf spring that Tamiya's using on the Tundra build. And as you guys know, over this last probably 6 months, I've been working on the development of a skeleton leaf chassis so we can get rid of the coil springs and make it a direct fit for the Tamiya Wrangler size of Jeep body. So a narrow RC 4-wheel drive axle. I'm going to use K44s on it. Some of you have seen some pictures of this already floating around. And the leaves, I just found that the Tamiya 350 leaf was too long.
Okay.
It was out of scale for the Jeep.
Right.
You know, they were going way forward.
Yeah.
And too long underneath the seat.
They'd hit the bumper
for the
or
rear.
whatever, the grill in the front.
And the Jeeps do, those Jeep YJs and CJs and stuff, they do have the springs ahead of the grill. I mean, I already know that, but there's a limit to what you can do for making it really scale looking. So I'm actually trying to find a really solid supply of these shorter leaves so we can send them in the kit, in the skeleton leaf kit, to try to keep the customer from having to you know, source them and whatever, because I find them a little hard to find, the shorter one. So I've been working on that. We've been finishing up the show trucks for next year. You've probably already seen these, right? The Yeti.
Yeah.
We've got the
Beautiful.
Yeti with the red theme, and then the
skins
Wraith.
on them.
Yeah,
oh, they're just so nice.
You guys have already seen these in the video blogs.
Seeing them in person,
you know.
Hold that for
yeah,
sure. Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
And this is the blue theme. You know, and then we're gonna do the Matzilla Class 2 in the same theme. So. And some new. I've been working on these sort of truck builds and getting some stuff ready for the next year's shows. And
we thought the season was over though, didn't we?
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah, I mean we've got apparently again come late November in our parts. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, is we kind of sort of put up shop and indoors, right? So
yeah.
But no, where are we going? What are we doing?
Well, there's still events happening all over the place.
Yeah.
Vermont has their big Shred the Ledge on coming right up in another week or two, I think. And then the So Crawl group, link below, they have a year-end event at the beginning of November. The Tri-State Crawlers has another one in Pennsylvania that we're actually going to attend this year at the second week in November. Yep. So I'm surprised actually how many events there are this late in the season. There's no reason to stay home.
Yeah, get outdoors.
Yeah, don't put the truck away yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Just put on an extra sweater and go back out. There's still more stuff to do, so that's kind of exciting,
Absolutely.
I had sort of thought that once the weather dropped below, hot summer, then we were going to be done, but we're not.
No.
There's all kinds of other stuff to go to.
Which should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Anytime
too.
You can extend the RC season, especially around here, because our summers are so short. That's a bonus for us. So we're gonna get out there and have some more fun and meet some more people and get more involved in the community and extended community. So I'm looking forward to that also.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I want to spend 2 seconds talking about LiPo care. There's a reason for this.
That's puffy.
This one's puffy. I'll give you guys a view of this battery. Okay, this one, it's starting to get a little too round. It's starting to look like a submarine sandwich, pretty bad. And this happens for a couple reasons. Sometimes because they're over discharged. Usually it's because they're discharged at a rate that's too high for the battery, for the capacity of the battery. If you over discharge them at let's say the battery can only put out 60 amps and you're drawing like a solid 60 amps, I don't think I would do that. I mean, I would run a LiPo at maybe 75% of its output capacity to keep it safe. I saw one the other day that was so ballooned it was actually just like a round ball. And that it actually scared me to look at it.
Yeah. You wouldn't want that in your house.
I wouldn't. No, it was pretty scary.
Yeah, of course.
So, at the GCM garage here, my dad and I actually were going through our collective airplane batteries. This is one of them, and just taking out the ones that were old and aged and stuff, and the rest of them go into a steel ammo box that's locked and closed up so that they're safe. Even if you did have a battery failure over your off season, they're in a safe container.
Yeah, good point.
So you might want to just go through your rigs and take out your batteries, have a look at them, try to keep them at nominal voltage for storage.
Yeah.
Like the 3-cell would be 3.7 volts per cell, 11.1 nominal. Store them at the nominal voltage if you can. It's better for the cells inside, it's better for the polymer to keep them sort of longer lasting and to keep them from doing this over time, because they do actually deteriorate. If you read up on them, you'd be surprised what you can do to keep them lasting longer. So anyway,
you make a good point though, because one night when we were in the basement series, we had one go, and for those who've never seen or witnessed one go, if that's in your vehicle, if that's on your carpet, if that's on your hardwood floor, it's not a fun thing to happen, and it can cause some damage. So you make a really good point to go through your batteries and toss out the ones that, or recycle them or what have you, dispose of them properly. But Yeah, to get rid of the ones that are a bit sketchy, because then you could run into a vehicle catching on fire or what have you, and you wouldn't want that, especially if you put a lot of effort into it. So you make a really good point to sort of go through your inventory. And a lot of these chargers now even have a storage option where you can charge them to a storage capacity, and that's always good advice. So good point.
If you ever have this situation where you want to discharge this to zero, so it's totally safe, so you can dispose of it properly, make sure that you discharge this in a way that's safe. Okay, you don't just put a light bulb on it or whatever. The safest way to discharge one of these things is actually to take the entire battery and put it in the bottom of a metal bucket full of water.
Oh, really?
Because the water will keep it cool at any cost. There's no way you could possibly heat it up in a bottle of water, in a jug of water.
Sure.
And if you put a little bit of salt in the water, it's easier for the power to transfer, and it'll actually very slowly short out the battery all the way to zero. So there's nothing left. You can leave it in there overnight. It's a very slow, easy discharge. It's in a safe spot. It won't explode. There'd be no issue with it doing that. And when you're all done, you'll have a 0 voltage, useless pile of lithium, and then you don't have to worry about it exploding ever again. That'll be the end.
Well, and that again, that's all good advice. Especially again, we're going into where we're going to have to store some of these things. We're going to have to hang them up in our rafters or what have you, so they're going to sit there for 6 months.
Yeah.
And you don't want to come back to it and all of a sudden that battery is puffy or it's damaged in some way that you can't use it. So great advice. Good. Yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where we're at. I think we're sort of in a in-between time where we're going to be heading into winter, and these are some of the things that we're doing, and I'm thankful that I can sit in front of my TV on my coffee table and build some of these things. So yeah, it's been interesting. It's been a busy couple of weeks, and yeah. So.
And I'm excited to get a bunch more builds finished up. I think there's 6 or 7 projects I want to keep going on. And I think over the next couple of months I should have a real good head start on those.
Okay.
And we have a couple of events locally that we can go to coming up. And there's, of course, making sure all your trucks and batteries are ready for storage for long term over the winter. And yeah, I mean, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing for projects? Write in on the comments what you're doing for projects, what you guys do to store your trucks and store your batteries. And you all know already from the last video blog that we've got Keddy crawler stands coming in, and I always like to store the trucks with the wheels off the ground.
Another good point.
So the crawler stands are going to really help with that, to keep the tires from going flat and pancaking.
Yeah, I learned a lesson. I first started kicking the can. I left that over winter, came back, and it was like they were flat spotted. So
yeah,
these stands will be really helpful. And
then you ride like this.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't look scale when you're trying to film it. Yeah. It's like, so yeah, and I'm excited to see these jack stands. These are going to be.
They're on the way, so we should have them in the store probably by the time this video gets seen.
Perfect. And
I'll put a link below for the store link for the Keddy crawler stands and light bars and stuff. So yeah.
You may have an Ascender coming. Is that correct?
The Vetera Ascender, as you guys already know, is popping up all over the place. Guys are building them like wildfire now. And GCM's got their own interesting ideas on a take for the Vetera Ascender, so there should be some new products in the works for that pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited too. It's a big truck though.
It truly is. I'm excited to see it in person. I can't wait to see yours. I want to get one. But yeah, a big vehicle when you put them side by side, especially against a Claude or whatever. It's a monster.
It's a big truck.
Yep, it's great.
So it should be fun to get out on the rocks with those and get some video and
sure.
And I'm excited to see all the builds popping up. If you guys have one, link below so we can go and look at your build for your Vetera Ascender and tell us if you're going to keep using the Blazer body or switch it up for something else. So it's a big enough truck you can put quite a variety of big bodies on it.
Yeah.
So that'll be nice. As long as they're big. I mean, you couldn't get a Claude on it or a G90 or something. But
what about that Cherokee body from? Is it Proline does a Cherokee body?
They do a Cherokee body, and it covers over the axial axles pretty well.
Would that work well?
It might. I don't know if they're still making that one. That's they had a Comanche version too, with the pickup bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to have the Comanche. I painted that black. Looked good.
Like a RC or 1-to-1?
No, well, both.
Oh.
Yeah, we actually had the Cherokees as well back in the early '90s when they were popular. So yeah.
Yeah, with the Ascender, because I in the '90s I owned the Cherokee sport model. It was black, and I thought, wouldn't that chassis, the Ascender chassis and concept, be nice to put that body, if it still exists, if I could still get one of those Cherokee bodies from Proline, I would like to put it on that. So that's coming up. That'll be an interesting, when I get to see yours and see what it's like, that might be an interesting build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New stuff.
Yep. Yeah. Moving and grooving here.
Moving and grooving.
You bet.
So, and Basement Series is coming up. I'm so excited for that. You'll probably see a bunch of videos on what's going on with the basement cars, and you already got a preview here of this M06R. So,
yep.
I'm looking forward to your build, and I'll finish up my new body as well.
Yeah, that's right. We'll have to put them up on video at some point when they're all done. You guys can see that. And
that'll be great.
Yeah, perfect.
Anyway, comment below. Thanks for liking the video and adding your feedback, and we always like to see what you're into, so make sure you show us below, and if you have any questions, comments, write it in. I want to know what you're doing for LiPo storage, actually, because I just gave you the ideas that I'm using, and I'd like to see what you guys are doing. And so thanks for watching, and look forward to seeing your projects and comments.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers, guys. Look at these things. Wow. There's the caliper parts. Oh yeah. So awesome. Look at that thing. That's the front offset with the wraith knuckles going right on there. Oh yeah.